Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd. And I just finished doing part of a Naples game where we got to great power status, and I decided not to continue that ultimately. There's a third video that I'm not posting, in which we fight with the Ottomans, and we have Castile, Aragon, France, Hungary on our side, fighting against the Ottomans, and the AI just did such dumb stuff on our side that we lost war despite having twice as many troops, and French quality troops are better than what the Ottomans could have. It was kind of annoying. So I decided, well, if I continued it, essentially I would just be playing as a poor man's Aragon. And I do need to get the Aragon achievement, so this could justify playing through it when I was already annoyed. So I'm just going to start up the Aragon game here. And of course our normal settings, or Iron Man settings. And we're going to be Aragon. I haven't played as Aragon in quite some time, so I'm kind of excited about this, particularly since Castile seems to underperform in relation to Granada. So there's just a lot that can go in interesting ways. You never know what attitude France is going to have. Ooh, that's rough. So England, France, and Castile are going to be our rivals. We're going to get an alliance right away with Portugal. We're going to try getting Navarre as a vassal. And I think Burgundy is going to be our other ally. I guess, no, Austria would be the right choice. That's the right choice, yeah. Now I do want a royal marriage with Burgundy. I want to try getting the Burgundian inheritance. Okay, we need 6,000 more troops, and we're definitely going to start investing in those troops right away. We're going to get 3 more galleys as well. And now we have so much money that we're going to start getting advisors in every category. We get land force limit up. That's not a bad idea. And we're not going to pass this Advancement of Religion Act. I don't think that's a great deal for us. And actually, let's not protect trade, let's hunt pirates. And do it here in the Genoa node. We could do that with the rest of our ships, but I think that's sufficient. Okay, Evanius Potamus. Free stability, I'll take it. They're not too far away here. Accepting a royal marriage. We're going to do that, and we really should improve relations with our subject here, so that no one supports our independence. That is in the Tunis node, so it's not protected in the way that the rest of our stuff will be. Think about building another fort right here, just to make things more difficult for France and company. And we want special interest on all sorts of people around us. We want to know what's going on with all of these people. We want to know about England, we want to know about France, we want to know about Burgundy, Austria. Okay, so let's start issuing those embargoes. And now Burgundy likes this quite a bit less. Uh-oh. Portugal. Let's get the royal marriage with them. Why Portugal? Why? Granada. See ourselves as hostile to Granada. See ourselves as hostile to all of Portugal's enemies. Tunis, Morocco, Granada. And I'm going to pull this guy back and get him improving relations with Portugal in the hopes that we can maintain this alliance. So give him military access first. And that's unfortunate. Okay, well at least we have a truce with them so they won't be attacking us. We could replace them with somebody like Provence. I think the papacy is food for us. I think maybe Hungary. Hungary would be a good replacement. He'd give us some land-based power. Poland, of course, would be another really good choice. Okay, we need to get this alliance as soon as possible. That's going to be rough. And we could get 2 more units, so I'm going to do that. That'll just make us look a little tougher on paper. So these guys are just going to join up with the rest of our fleet. We'll want to get some big ships, but not right away. Okay, can we get any other relations here? Get this alliance in 10. I don't really want an alliance with Burgundy, to be honest. Well, maybe I do. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get Hungary, so I guess we're going to go for it. Let's send them a gift. Because we're trying to beat everyone else to that punch. We can't let them vassalize Navarre. So, proclaim a guarantee over him. Now we just need to get that additional diplomatic reputation. So I'm going to fire this guy and see if we can get a statesman. I'm going to fire this guy, see if we can get a statesman. And that guy. Okay, so there we are. Just need to wait a month or so. They already... well, we don't share any trade power anywhere. Let's give them military access. And I don't know how we're going to get the final 9. So we'd better buddy up to the Pope. Try increasing their papal influence so that way we can pick up papal legate. So what are we trying to accomplish? We are going for the Consulate of the Sea achievement, where we need to control all Mediterranean centers of trade, and then we'll probably go for the League War with We Bled for this. And I'm hoping that we get the Burgundian inheritance by virtue of our royal marriage and alliance with Burgundy. Okay, did they become somebody else's vassal, Castiles? So that's unfortunate. So we need some sort of claim on Castile. Now Castile is rivaled to none of the other great powers, I don't think. Okay, I'm not a great power, Portugal is not, Burgundy is not. I hope that Castile, check to see who we have relations with. Okay, so we have Naples, Burgundy, Austria. Thinking Savoy might be a good choice. Yeah, let's go for Savoy. Heck. We're going to have an heir, and our king is 50. But he's got a queen consort, and she's only 20. So I might end up with the queen. And I'm hoping that we can get a personal union over Castile and or Savoy. Grab a Burgundian inheritance. So improve relations here with Naples again. And it looks like we should be seeing some strong North Africans. That Morocco and Tunis are splitting up. Tlemcen and Grenada is allied to both of them. So I am actually going to stop considering them self-hostile to them, and I'm going to set myself as friendly to them. Portugal chose Castile over us, then I'm going to back their enemies. And I think I'll actually even improve relations with Grenada. Potentially if Spain or Castile invades, then we could demand, try to enforce peace. Because that would be fun to do to them. We can get another 1,000 troops, as I'm going to. And I really should save up some money so that I can build a fort up here to make it much harder for France to get in. And I really don't want to drop our maintenance to allow us to make any money until our neighbors are involved in wars. Just annoying that all 4 of these powers are in some way hostile. Okay. $10 years. Wow. Let's ignore that peasant rabble. Okay, now we just need a little bit of time to recover those men. Truce with Granada is over. We could ask Austria for money, but I think we're going to just go for prestige. Their money's going to be fine as soon as these guys get back into the units. Curious. There's a Castilian-French alliance. That's really bad for us. This is going to be a rough game. So they're both fabricating on us. Okay, Burgundy's invading Provence, who's allied with England. Castile's going into Granada. I'm sure France is going to get involved. But hopefully attacking England rather than attacking France is allied. Who's okay? So let's start improving relations here. I could give them an alliance. They would call me in. We expect that to work out for us, though? It's a real question. I mean, I like the idea. Let's do it. And let's see what they have marked as special interest. Yeah, let's get out here. We've got a... I'm not sure if I actually want to engage that navy quite yet. Let's get ours together. Well, yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we can get down here. Oh. So I guess go in their capital then. And hopefully we can capture Navarre while they're still facing problems. We did lose his ship. Let's get a galley, I guess. And let's move down here. Oh man, the troops are outperforming ours. Why? How the hell are they doing that? I'm not sure. So mountains, I'm not going to hit him there. Okay, let's just go after their capital first. It's grasslands. So hit this fleet while we can, while they're separate, and we could hopefully get some support from our allied navies. Hate that they can cheat and change their direction and stuff, try to avoid these attacks. Okay. Hopefully we get to 4 before they do. It looks like we'll be able to. And we did lose some ships, so we're going to start getting some more galleys. Okay, Renaissance. We're going to try getting it here in Valencia. Nice, we cracked the walls. If we can keep them preoccupied down here, take their capital, we could potentially knock Portugal out of the war next. Let's leave behind just these guys and see if we can hit them. No, we can't. And there we are, military tech 4, ahead of both of them. Okay. It's drylands. Okay, so we've had a chance to rally, but our allies aren't working together. That's going to be a big issue. Yeah, let's go for Toledo again. Hopefully our allies will stay near us, and they'll just siege garbage provinces. Let's try to wipe them out here. We gotta back up our allies. I think a good general. Man. Well, we got 1,000 knights there. We'll get 1,000 infantry here. That doesn't hurt. Yeah, I think we're just going to hold the capital and hope their allies can do their job. Let me get this war exhaustion down. Can we hit him here? No, we can't. Okay, all ships together. Let's wait till one of those navies is going to be on their 27th. I was hoping that first one was going to escape. Let's pull out of there. And we're out of manpower. So I'm going to mark up. We've got to crush them. So we can get four guys here. And then we might as well use the rest of the money on getting some new ships. The more that we can hurt them, the better. Okay, let's take this, and this, and this. We'll let this guy just run around wild. Actually, 1,000 should be enough. Okay, their fleets are suffering, but they do have so many big ships at the start. Okay, what we really need to do is... Oh, why did you give that up? We need to capture these two forts. Okay, so they're going up to Castilla La Vieja. So we're going to go up there and greet them. Okay, so their army's basically done. Let's get that war exhaustion down, and I think we're going to mark up even further. So we can make another unit. And I really want to hit those navies, but we're not ready for it yet. Let's send this guy up there to just stop production. Okay, fund the monastery. Yeah, it's per 50 years. Sure. Yes, we have two of their forts, including their capital. We're blocking production in Navarra. And the only one enthused about the whole thing is Portugal. Could we leave behind the siege? No, not practically. Hopefully these troops from Naples will get in and turn the tide. Or these Grenadans. Nice. Okay, they're sending their 1,000 men in, like that. And if we can capture this fort, France is attacking England, that's really good, because that means they're not attacking us. Okay, so Morocco pieced out, which is really bad for us. Let's go up here. Okay, so we got one province out of that. Nope, you may not move troops to our territory. We're just going to hold on to it. And drop our maintenance down. And I am half tempted to attack France, but they're so well allied, including to Castile. I can't really justify doing that. Okay, 300 ducats to pay off. We really don't need these forts for the moment. And that'll tick up naturally. So I was hoping for more out of this peace deal, but anything that sets back Castile is good for us. Must confess, I'm a big fan of Granada, so them getting some stuff was its own reward. Hey, I told you you couldn't move through my territory. Okay, so Burgundy controls Normandy. They don't control Calais, and they don't control Thrownford of Picardy. Okay, why don't we get another unit of troops in here? And we're going to get these guys hunting pirates in Genoa once again. Guess we only have 200 ducats at this point. Yeah, I think we need to start fabricating some claims. One second here. Okay, sorry about that. Looks like the recording is working fine. We've got audio and everything. So much do we actually need here? 114 ducats, so another 5 months we can pay off a loan. Yeah, I'm enjoying watching this war. I hope both England and France suffer greatly. We are going to need some big ships if we're going to stay competitive, because their navies did wreck ours pretty badly. We had a stronger navy with Morocco, Tunis, Naples and me, but we can't count on them every single time. Okay, so we should have a claim on Marcia. I'd love to intervene and beat up on France. But we don't like England, and we're not a great power, so we can't do the great power intervention thing. And England wouldn't give us any territory out of it anyway. We got 5 development out of it, and they got 12, 22, 31 development. We've got truce with them for the next 7 years, too. Wow. Augsburg went crazy. The world decided not to entertain Castile's claim to greatness. That is sweetly phrased. Okay, let's get some admin. Yeah, we're not too far behind Denmark. I do want to get caught up on military techs, so we're not investing those points quite yet. Let's improve relations with the papacy. They would ally us. I think we'll just buddy up to them a little. Okay, how did that war end? Looks largely inconclusive. I can't tell what actually happened in that war. Okay, we're saving up money here. I don't remember saying that either of you guys could go through. Maybe I told the Papal State that they could. That's annoying. Get my territory. Okay, why don't we improve relations? So Morocco considers us a rival. Okay, we're going to have to improve relations here with Portugal. I don't think we're going to ally them or anything like that. Nice. Again, let's start paying our troops half wages. Try to get these men filtered back into our armies. And I'm not going to invade North Africa quite yet. We do want Tunis eventually. So we need to have all of that. Yeah. Genoa, Venetia, Constantinople, Ragusa, Udavendigar, Tlemcen, Tunis, Alexandria. Maybe we could go for this, but I don't see how we would get a claim on them. That's kind of nice. Get my territory. Okay, we're gonna go for Cuenca. So Cuenca. This is Cuenca. There's no accent mark. I just didn't know if there's supposed to be one. Venice is doing pretty well. There's no reason not to get along with Venice for naval power. I think we're going to start paying our forts again. So France is having some problems fighting England, and that's good news. Why don't we actually pull this guy back from Portugal and start getting some claims on France? If we could attack him, and siege out Narbonne and call on our allies promising them stuff, that'd be pretty nice. Okay, we can get 1,000 more men. I'm going to get a big ship here. Let's get this raised up to max. Okay, Naples has embraced the Renaissance. Let's work on that a little bit more. We're going to have to do that. Okay, so we can have one more ship, 1,000. We're a great power now. Great. Okay, as soon as we have 20, I'm going to fabricate a claim and see if we could try splitting them up between some Burgundy. Maybe Austria would even come in. I'm hoping their allies wouldn't answer that call. Oh, I don't like that. Don't have enough troops to put that down. Okay, so we could make our nobility like us more. Yeah, somebody's going to be upset. Why don't we upset the burghers? Yeah, until the end of the game, sure, we'll do that. Costs us a little cash, but... we can always get more money. Okay, so we went Narbonne. And we're going to pull this guy back. And actually went the better sieger over at the right. Okay, who would get involved? None of our allies would. That's unfortunate. Okay, so let's drop that maintenance, pay off the loan, and wait for our opportunity to present itself. Okay, Navarre no longer exists. Oops, wrong button. losing our great power status to Muscovy. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen, Muscovy. Let's improve relations here with Portugal. And very soon we'll be able to start developing here. Why don't we have these guys hunting pirates in Genoa as well? We can actually keep our navy together. Okay, here we are. Trying to save up for this military attack. And let's take a look at institution spread. So it looks like we are getting it spreading in some of our provinces. Okay, so that seems to have been a stalemate. I don't see any changes to territory, so I'm happy with that. If they bleed for nothing, that is ideal. I'm worried about that big ship being all by itself. And I wish I could drop some troops off here to help them out. I might have to. It's worth it to me. Let's call these guys transports back. And see if we can help out our allies, keep them strong. Offer military access, we'll ask for it. Okay, how long until that falls? -14. So let's move up here for a second. Move all these guys down. And we really need to keep developing. We have 4 years, 3.5 actually. Okay, let's go for overkill, just so that we know it's going to work. Anytime you guys want to throw in some support here, be okay with us. I'll just move guys over here. Nice Moroccan separatists, and Portugal can't do anything to get over there. They've got their own problems. Okay, do want to start getting rid of these mercs for the good of our economy, now that we're starting to get some men back, and that would let us pay for a fort up here, which I think is more important. And we will set them the hunting pirates once again. And he gets more cavalry. And I need to get a fort. Okay, so we could become... Wait, would we be in charge? Yeah, we would be in charge of that. Okay. Alright, Castile. Doesn't that feel better? Thought you might like that. Okay, so I didn't realize that in the current iteration of the game, Aragon could get that. Whoever the player is could get it. Yeah, make a little bit of cash here. Okay, weakening Castile was nice because now they're going to be less revolty, less disloyal. Their liberty desire is 0%. So pretty... Ooh, that's with the Ottomans. Let's deny that petition and see if we can make Castile fight them. They're having none of it, so we'll have to do it ourselves. Hey, that does mean that we're going to have to turn on Granada. It'd be so awesome if we got a personal union over Austria as well. And now we could potentially get that alliance with Portugal, but we're way over in diplomatic relations slots already. This is mountains. So we're just going to wait here and see what they try doing. Okay. I think we're going to want influence, meaning that we're going to shift our focus here. That's going to go. And we'll get there the day before, so we should destroy them. Therefore, we'll recapture this. Okay, so that was nice. Cut up there. And we're going to continue trying to develop the Renaissance. We're not going to take colonialism. We're not going to take exploration as an idea, rather, to get colonialism. But it should spread naturally pretty quickly. Let's top off relations with Portugal as much as possible. And we should have the ability to form Spain militarily, but not diplomatically, which is strange. We'll see if maybe we're missing some requirements for it. And we need to get rid of this mission. That's not helping us. Okay, there's not a whole lot of purpose towards allying Granada at this point. So we'll have to turn on them. And let's get that down. Stop funding these two forts and this one. It's almost there. Okay, so sometime next year that should go up. Unless a nearby province gets it. And that should spread more quickly. Okay, it is present. Good. Sadly, we don't have the money to be able to embrace it quite yet. Heck. But it's going to spread pretty rapidly throughout Sicily, and then through Sardinia once that happens. Improve relations with Genoa sounds like a good idea. And we should be able to pay this off pretty soon. 6 months or so. That's really good. Wondering when we could actually integrate them in. 1492. No, I don't like that. Of our taxes alone. 27. It's next month. Wow, we actually survived after I paid money. And mark this day on the calendar. It's like, would you like to lose your heir? Or would you like to lose money and your heir? And die a little inside. I always go for number 2. You know, if it's good heir. Spend your money for him to die, and then weep in the corner. But this time it actually panned out. Definitely paying for that. That's worth it. Well, it looks like we're going to let this spread naturally. Okay. That usually doesn't happen. And there's no, like, great power supporting them or anything. Oh, hey, we can go through here. Yeah, let's just march straight up. Straight up here. We need another general. And I'm going to keep an eye on our morale. We're not going to attack him if our morale is that low. Oh, come on, be smart. Okay, hopefully this will lead to the Burgundian inheritance and we'll just inherit all their stuff. But I'm not sure if that works during a war of independence, as they are considered to be an independent country, not under personal union. They have... He's a babbling buffoon. Okay, that is really useful. Denmark? Sure. So you got a pretty good diplomatic position, I must say. It should be 4th place diplomatically. I really don't want to be behind time on diplomatic tech. I do want those bonuses. Now we gotta stay up on our diplotech, as it influences liberty desire of our subjects. So I assume there will be an option for integrating in Castile naturally. But I'm not sure if we're allowed to do that with this achievement. So if things go really our way, I mean, we got the break of getting that personal union. If things go any better for us, I'm definitely going to hold out and not integrate in Castile by becoming Spain. Because if it dooms this run, we would, have to redo it in less favorable circumstances. Yeah, they're getting trounced here. Yeah, they should just give up. I think they will soon. Oh, France. Babbling buffoon. So a typical French ruler. Poor manpower pool. Manpower's gone. So let's get these troops back south. I'm actually just going to pull these guys back south as well. But we can do that anyway. Okay, so Burgundy now owes us lots of favors. Let's cash some of those in for trust. Let's do the same thing with Savoy. And now we're no longer in debt, but we don't have any manpower, so I'm not going to do anything crazy like invading France right now. Just going to save up money. Let's actually stop paying our troops so much. Save up money and embrace the Renaissance. Yeah, so it's almost spread to Syracuse. It's like 300 ducats. Okay, let's grant us monopoly charters and just go for money for now. We're going to go for the Diplo points. Nice. I'm sure we'll go for the manpower one. Okay, so things are going all right, but there's that big problem that we don't have any manpower. And sadly, Burgundy's really weak. It looks like they've got like 4,000 men. Look at that. Now they got 18. Okay. Still not great. So sorry. Must be here. I guess. Gives them a lot of influence. But we could yank stuff from them if we really need to do so. Okay, we're going to keep our army maintenance low. Okay, France is attacking England. And they don't really have too many allies, so heck. We could actually attack France. Let's see who would come to our assistance if we did that. Oh yeah, they got Ottomans, I don't want to do that. Austria, Burgundy, Castile, Naples, not Savoy. Is there somebody else we could attack instead? We go for Provence and try to pick up this territory, and then push our way east. But that's not of critical importance right now. So let's top off relations with the Pope. Ooh, we could... No. I thought they were allied to him. It's England, is it? Yeah. Sadly, we don't have any claims on England. Otherwise, I would attack him right now. Castile wanted that stuff, and their claims, it'd be worth it to attack him over it. Let's take a look at our provinces and the spread of our institutions. Not making great progress. It's moving very slowly. And it might be worthwhile to just develop this province a little. We could potentially... Why don't we give this to our burghers? Another trade ship. And we'll develop this when we're going for colonialism. I'll make our burghers happy, and we can get some stuff from them. So it looks like France is winning this hands down. England really doesn't have any ability to do anything about it. Mosaic. Okay. Spread those institutions, people. Oh, this is nearly done, so that's nice. Okay, we can afford it, but it's almost done here. Wait, here. Grenada declared war on Portugal? That's hilarious. Grenada's only allies are Tlemcen. Do we have any claims on them? I doubt it. So we could break our alliance with Grenada, ally Portugal, and try to take this stuff back for Castile. But I think we'll wait and let them bleed it out a little bit first, because the institutions spread better when you're at peace. Well, they wouldn't be able to call us in immediately anyway. Or would they? They would on the defensive call to arms, actually. So 85, when is this going to be done? Two years. No, I think we'll embrace it. Okay, so Portugal. Offer you an alliance. Let's cancel these this military access. Yeah, of course. Of course, Portugal. Why wouldn't we? I think we'd side with the Muslim North Africans over true Catholic allies? Of course not. Okay. These guys I want to get down here. Let's see if we can control the access somewhat. So this, let's see, who actually wants it? Consider that their vital interest. Let's transfer it over then. Okay, we're not quite ahead of time yet, so we're going to get one more level here. Let's get these guys over to Sevilla, and then we'll pull them out. Yeah, so I like the way that this is going. Yeah. Well, that's okay. So with Portugal, I think we'd better get a royal marriage. Holland. So, yeah, it looks like Burgundy's losing their unions due to bad relations or possibly low prestige. Yeah, really low prestige. So hopefully the Burgundian inheritance will happen before that. I should have kept this for myself. Ah, lost a general. It's unfortunate. Okay, could we cross here? Ten of our troops could. So why don't we put a general in charge of this and get them across before this falls? Okay, well, that happened. So now they control both sides, so that will be a problem for us, as they can attack here. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. No one cares. So we could have won that. Just okay with us losing battles. We could win. Good call. That was a good call, guys. Okay, we can't turn to our nobility. Guess that's our choice. They'll get over it eventually. I'm surprised they're not attacking us here. I would. Okay, guys. Let's be smart. Let's hit them. Okay, I think I'm going to sit back here. And wait in the reserves, because we just don't have the manpower to spare for that siege. And we're going to save up cash for another fort. Oh, crap. So we could try snatching up some of this stuff. Can we get over here? Not quite. But we could cart some guys across by ship. Potentially we could take this. I think it's a long shot. Okay, Ottoman's allied Tunis. I don't like that at all. This guy really should be by himself over here. Let's get him to the rest of the fleet. Not, I think maybe I should keep that, but no, probably not. Yeah, this is about to fall. I think Portugal's really holding out so that they can try getting as much stuff for themselves as they can. So we're not going to transfer this over to them. That's not our function in this war. Nice. See if we can snatch this up, mark it as being of special interest to us if we can. Good, we can. And they're going to try to bring their army over. But hopefully we can get all of our guys across first. Stop that and just pull them into port. It's faster that way. Is it going to try it? I think you should try it. Okay, why don't we mark that as being of special interest? No, we can't. Okay, Burgundy's deck in Provence. Why don't we actually try to get to their capital? Yeah, let's do this now, since we are ahead of time. Come on. Okay, so we want as many of these guys as we can fit on. Is it 9? 10, 11. We might as well move over here to Tunis itself. Now we can crank up the speed. Silver tongue, I like that. Heck, noble rebels there. Okay, they're gonna hit us here. Yeah, our fleet needs to get back over here. Otherwise, we're gonna have nowhere to retreat. Damn it. Should have seen that coming. And let's build this fort up here, like we've been wanting to do for some time. Okay, this war's over for us. We just don't have the manpower to do anything else. Did they not liberate that? Or were there more rebels? Let's go a little bit closer and take another look. Yeah. Okay. Probably not going to end up with that. Oh, France. Wow, they're attacking against that. Okay, so that's 3 provinces to Castile, 1 to Portugal. Broke their alliances, money, and we got the bulk of it and a bunch of favors. Okay, I guess that works for us. Let's get some manpower buildings because we really need that. 500 men right there, yeah. That'll work for us. Okay, how long has this video been going on? An hour and a half, so we're going to stop it there. I got jury duty tomorrow, so gotta be bright and early at the courthouse. This has been another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd. If you like this, please consider liking the video and or subscribing to my channel.